Welcome to Talk Formula One. This episode is going to be very short. As you may well imagine, we haven't got Daily with us. He's busy gallivanting all over the world, and I suspect this time around he's in the sunny Seychelles, whilst we are freezing our nuts out in other parts of the world, as it were. So we're going to dive straight into the race, the Azerbaijani Grand Prix. I've got to be honest with you. I didn't know what to expect. It was exciting, the sprint, the qualifying, and the race. Who's on pole? Sergio Perez. I mean, to be totally honest with you, this episode we're not going to talk about anything other than Sergio being on pole. Now, how did that happen? I think we need to put this question to Max Verstappen. He got so used to winning. And I think what I find most surprising about the Sergio Perez win is the time between the two drivers. If I recall, this is well over 2 seconds. Now, who would think in year 2023, maybe even 2024, that we will make or we will produce a Sergio Perez, Grand Prix winner, not by the skin of his teeth, but by such a wide margin in the same car. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Now, I mean, I paid a really close attention to Verstappen, his body language, how he felt about the coming second, and he seems to have taken it well, or so he appears to have taken it well. But I bet my top dollar on it that there's some mixed emotions going on in there. But he did his very best to mask it. There's so many theories out there. One of them being, my theory, to be totally honest with you, that Verstappen might have fallen out of favor with the Red Bull team. Now, why do I say this? I mean, the Red Bull clearly made Verstappen, Grand Prix winner in 22, or the year before, or whatever. And it seems to me that they made a really cocky champion, and you just need to listen to some of his team comms, and the level of disrespect he sometimes dishes out is beyond belief. So and then going towards the end of the season, when obviously Perez did everything possible to offer him assistance in grabbing the championship. Verstappen, when the time came, was nowhere to be found. He didn't offer any kind of assistance to Perez when Perez most needed it, and he wasn't apologetic about it. So I think number one on my theory would be he might have fallen out of favor. And in Formula One, the team only need to turn down your engine by 1%. That's all they need to do, which is why I've always argued on this channel that the output of the engine should be left in the hands of the driver for him to manage his tire, manage his engine, deliver a win. So when we have the team principle pretty much in control of how much power a driver should have, then it's I think it lends itself to manipulation. So maybe Max, our favorite winner, if we can call him that, has become a victim of such manipulation. Well, we couldn't possibly end this episode by not talking about Lewis Hamilton's performance, which I think was outstanding. I think what did it for me most especially was himself and George Russell being on hard and freshly worn hard tires and he was able to manage an overtake of George Russell. So same car, same tire, life, arguably same strategy. Lewis might have proven himself to be perhaps a more focused. I don't want to use I'm searching for words to use here. I really don't want to say anything that could be a disservice to George Russell. So I guess we will leave it at that. Other than that, it was an exciting race. We have to continue to keep our eyes on Alonso. I expect to see him so many times on the podium this year. And again, Alonso, welcome to you. Welcome back to Formula One.